Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Declan. Today we're in Kindersley, Saskatchewan checking out the Kindersley and District Plains Museum. The museum officially opened in 1977 and has been preserving the history of Kindersley and the surrounding area ever since. I'm so excited to show you around, so let's head inside. Our first stop is the gallery. This room is packed with amazing antiques and historical artifacts. There are old typewriters that people used long before computers were invented. There are also large safes that protected money, important documents, beautiful handmade furniture, old tools, and many antique items that people built years ago. Some of these artifacts are well over 100 years old, and every one of them has its own story. It's really interesting to imagine what life was like when these objects were used every day. Now, let's head into the large main room, which has all of the important rooms we're going to check out. The first thing we see is a display board showing what the museum has been working on and some of the events they've been involved in over the years. Then, right beside that is a Wizard of Oz poster. The Wizard of Oz was released in 1939 and became one of the most famous movies ever made. Next, we're walking into a room called The Town. This display is designed to look like an old street from Kindersley's early days. You'll see old storefront signs, furniture, and some really creepy mannequins to show what life was like many years ago. Walking through here almost feels like you've traveled back in time. Now we're entering this next room called the Homestead Room. This area shows what life was like for early settlers. You'll find farming tools, household equipment, kitchen items, and other things families depended on every day. It reminds us just how much harder everyday life used to be before modern technology. Now we're heading upstairs to one of the coolest displays in the museum, the model railway. This detailed model shows what Kindersley looked like years ago, complete with tiny buildings, streets, trains, and lots of little details. Railways played a huge role in helping towns like Kindersley grow because they transported people, supplies, and crops all across Canada. Now we're heading back downstairs to check out another interesting room. Here you'll find David Good's collection of license plates from many different years. It's fun to see how the designs have changed over time. Then, right beside the license plates is a whole shelf of trophies and guns from way back in the day. Now we're heading inside of the store with lots of general merchants, such as, if you can see over here, there's this little post office corner with an old cash register. That's gotta be really old. And then over here on the other side, there's like remedies that people used back in the day. There's some tea over there. And then there's some very, very old candy. I want to take some so badly, but this really creepy mannequin over there is guarding it, so yeah, I can't steal any. Oh, look at that, there's even more chocolates and candies over there. Yeah, okay. So the next place is a room filled with old uniforms and clothing, including police uniforms and other work clothes from many years ago. Look how old this wheelchair is in those hospital beds. Next, in the next room here, we have a barber shop with lots of old classic barber tools. Fun fact, that is actually where my grandpa and my uncle used to get haircuts. And then, right beside the barber shop is one of my favorite parts of the museum, the sports collection. Here, you'll find baseball, hockey, and many other sports memorabilia from Kindersley's history. One of the biggest highlights is the 1984 World Youth Baseball Championship, which brought teams from Canada, Nicaragua, the United States, Panama, Puerto Rico, and Cuba to Kindersley. It was an exciting international event that brought talented young baseball players together from several different countries. And finally, our last room is filled with a collection donated by Heldy Orenshaws called hand grinders. Now that is a lot of them. And right beside that is a display about Morgan's Dance Orchestra, a local group that provided music and entertainment for dances and community events many years ago. It's a neat reminder of how music has always brought people together. Well, that brings us to the end of our tour through the Kindersley and District Plains Museum. There are so many amazing exhibits here, from antiques and trains to sports history, old buildings, and fascinating collections that help preserve the history of the community. And the tour was so good that, come on, I had to buy a raffle ticket. Wish me luck to win. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to comment your favorite exhibit and subscribe to the channel.